What's good, boxing family? Boxing First Vlog back in the building. Hit you with another 1-2. Came to bring you my 1-2 on this main event PBC card. We got Jamal Shango James against Radzhad No Mercy Buteav. If I mispronounce his name, you know how we'll go at this channel. It's no disrespect, but I do respect him inside that ring. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Jamal James definitely got the experience edge. He's got a few knockouts under his belt, but we obviously can see that Buteav is coming in as the power puncher in this matchup. 147 WBA title on the line. This is the regular title, but what I think they're trying to do is just wrap it up and just you're gonna be the WBA world champion, because as anybody know, there's a little mini tournament going on. That being said, the rest of the tail of the tape, everything looks pretty close. It's outside of the height edge given that to James. If you look at a little clip I was able to share, Buteav, he's a come forward type of guy. A little bit of good defense on him. He don't really stay on the line too much. He gets a little shoulder, a little bob and weave as he's coming in from time, but he throws wide hooks. He throws heavy shots most of the time, but it seems to be economical. But if we look at Jamal James, we're looking at a guy that fights long. We're looking at a guy that definitely uses his length. But if you stand there and bang with him, as we've seen in his some past fights, he will be determined and fight off those ropes, so to speak. So Jamal James, to me, he has to be accurate in this fight. He has to make those long punches count. He wants to definitely have Radzhad paying for coming through that front door the way he wants to come through. So being accurate, as Buteav is showing you a little bit of head movement in his past fights, not a lot of them, as only having 13, but being on that PBC card, I believe, a couple times, I think he has a little bit of defense that Jamal James should not overlook, so to speak. So like I said, the dude does move his head, so you want to be accurate and make sure your punches count, because you don't kind of want to trade with a guy that has some heavy hands and Buteav. And that being said, man, it's a classic fight. You got a guy that boxes from the outside, is a straight puncher. You got a guy that throws heavy hooks, fighting head first, coming forward, so to speak. It's just an interesting breakdown, but this all wrapped up in that mini tournament. It's just a beautiful thing with boxing. I respect the WBA for trying to bounce back from some earlier shenanigans and trying to straighten things out. But anyway, man, do me a solid and keep rocking with me.